Well, this is my 1970 Morris Traveller Chuck, who I've owned for about a year and is very much work in progress. I've refurbed the wood on the back, stripped all the old varnish off, sanded it down and put some clear satin varnish on that, but my main focus has been on getting the mechanics sorted out. One owner from new prior to me, 1098cc A series engine, which about 20 years ago had a small rebuild along with the gearbox. I think the car's done 6,000 or 7,000 miles since then, but I've fitted a big valve cylinder head to the car. It's a 12G202 with 33 and 29mm valves. That was already fitted with a set of double valve springs, which I've replaced for uprated single valve springs, just so that stress of the sort of valve train is kept to a minimum. Was going to fit the car with a set of twin 1.25" SUs, which I have got still and rebuilt, but after reading a lot of information on forums, I felt that the HIF 44 single was probably going to be a better bet. More modern carb, integrated float bowl, easier to get up and running. So fitted an HIF 44 MG Metro inlet manifold and complemented that with the Maniflow exhaust manifold, to which I've attached a sort of homemade single box exhaust system, which exits at the side just in front of the rear wheel. Points have been replaced with electro-optic setup, new leads. Car already had the remote brake cylinder reservoir when I bought it, alternator conversion, has also had front disc brake conversion. Not running a servo at this moment in time, we'll see how we get on. Also fitted the Grumpy uprated engine steady bar as part of the head change, and have replaced the original flaky SU fuel pump with a solid state equivalent that fits in the same mounting position and uses the same inlet and outlet hoses, so that's quite good. Today I'm going to be stripping out the headlining of the car, so I'll get some before and after footage and share that with you later. So as you can see, the roof lining in the Traveller has certainly seen better days. The rubber seal between the cab and rear roof section has been letting water in, which has resulted in the roof lining, the staples holding it into the ply, just pulling out of the ply, and the previous owner didn't really make much of an effort to repair it. My intentions are to take the current roof lining out of the car, and I'm just going to replace it with some soundproofing and some perforated foam back roof lining material similar to the stuff that's used in MGBs, and just stick that direct to the roof itself. If I ever decide to put the car back to standard, then it'll be easy just to fit a standard roof lining over the top. So I'm going to spend some time taking this out now, and then I'll take some more footage once I've cut this roof lining out. Well, that didn't take too long. I was able to cut most of the roof lining out with a Stanley blade. You can see over there that there are still some remains of the roof lining behind the wood trim above the sliding window. But on the whole, quite happy with how it looks. It certainly looks better than it did with the old roof lining in. What I'm going to need to do is replace the two plywood hoops either side of that roof sill where the interior light is hanging down, because those are both rotten as a pair. The one on the other side is in, well, there's only half of it left now, to be fair. But once I've ordered those and they've turned up, that'll allow me to renew the roof seal. There's just some nuts and bolts that need to be taken out, the two ply hoops removed, and then the roof seal can be dropped into the gap between the cab and the load area roof panels. I will probably use a bit of Sikaflex on that as well to ensure that it's watertight before bolting everything back up. And then the plan is really to get some sound deadening material to put on the aluminium roof, between the roof and the lining hoops, and then put some foam backed light grey roof lining material on there. Just glue it on. I think it'll look pretty smart, and it's certainly a lot easier than putting the original spec roof lining in. If it comes to push, comes to shove, and I want to put an original roof lining in, then none of the stuff I'm doing will prevent that from happening. So that's my my next job. I'll leave it there.